Joining us now on the phone from Las Vegas is Sirius XM host. Her name is Storme Warren. Sirius XM hosted the concert. Storme, good morning. You were there. What did you see? What happened?
Well, it was what you would expect in the worst scenario you could possibly believe. Watching Jason Aldean perform a great show and then hearing a rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat, and thinking it's pyrotechnics, and it's not.
When did you realize, Storme, that it was gunfire?
After the second round of rat-a-tat-tats, when you knew it wasn't an audio glitch, and I'm standing right on the side of the stage, right next to the band, and when you knew it wasn't an audio glitch and it wasn't pyrotechnics, and you knew it was a problem, and you recognized the sound of gunfire, and when it wouldn't stop, that's when it was a problem.
What'd you do?
Well, first of all, we made sure that we were safe. And Jason and his crew, I mean, professional, cleared Jason off, the band off, everybody was off stage. And then I stood there, and a bunch of us stood there going, yeah, we should probably leave too. And we dove under the stage, and a few of us sat behind a concrete barrier because we knew the shots were coming from the Mandalay. And you could hear it coming from there. It was loud, high-powered rifle fire coming from the Mandalay Bay. From the roof, I thought, but turns out it's the 32nd floor.
Storme, were your listeners hearing this in real time? And what, if anything, were you able to relay to them?
No, we were not broadcasting the Jason Aldean show at the time, and we were not able to relay any of this. So what we experienced was the same thing every one of the 30,000 people were experiencing out there in the festival grounds at Route 91. Great festival, 3 days. I mean, no problems. Everything was just perfect. And then to have the last act of the last day of the festival marred by this horrible act. We're still trying to put words to it. To hide behind barriers, to hide behind trucks, to hide behind anything we could try to find safe. You can't put that into words. This is Las Vegas. This is the Strip. This is fun. It's not supposed to be a place where you're in danger.
I know. Storme, what can you tell us about this festival? We see that there were a lot of children there. What is this event?
Well, you know what? I mean, maybe there were a lot of children there. I did not see a lot of children there. There were a lot of young adults there. And there were a lot of young adults, and there were adults. And it was a fun country music event. I'm sure there were children there. But, my God, thank God I didn't see any of them when I walked through after the shooting stopped.
Storme, this event has been going on for a few years.
What's that?
The event's been going on for a few years?
Yeah, for 4 years.
Storme, what did you see when you walked through after the shooting?
After the shooting stopped, because we were all hiding, and as soon as we started walking through the grounds trying to help whoever we could, in the grass, in the place where the audience was standing, we could actually see bodies. I mean, and it wasn't just one or two. There were numerous. And I know the reports were coming out with really small numbers, but I can't express to you how difficult it was to step over and to check on and to look at bodies and then to find ones that were still alive and try to help them, and then try to find first responders who are, and anybody. I mean, I want to get this across. The humanity of this event was amazing. Everybody chipped in to help. This wasn't like an event where people were running away and trying to hide. This was an event where we knew what was going on. This was a shooting event, and there were people that were hurt and people who were dead. And we were trying to save the ones who were still alive. And everybody chipped in to help. It was an amazing humanity event, but scary at the same time because we didn't know what was next.
No, it sounds very, very terrifying, Storme, and I'm wondering how you're feeling right now because, listen, the more we hear, the worse it gets, and now you know you have survived the worst mass shooting in U.S. history. How do you process that?
You don't. I mean, we have a group of people. I ran off with Chris Young, a country singer and songwriters, and a bunch of our friends, and we gathered a group and we said, let's travel as a pack. Let's try to get somewhere safe that's not backstage at this event where a shooter has obviously put his bullseye. So we ran off and we found a safe place, and we've been sitting here trying to process this as on our way we were stepping past bodies. And in bodies we knew were gone, and the ones that weren't gone, we did whatever we could to do to help.
Other witnesses that we've talked to this morning said that they had no idea where the bullets were coming from, that they thought that it was multiple shooters in multiple locations. Listening to you, you're saying that you actually saw something from the Mandalay Bay Hotel. What exactly did you see?
I heard. I don't want to say saw, but I heard.
Well, you heard something. What exactly?
There was a rat-a-tat-tat sound from the Mandalay Bay Hotel, and there was no doubt where it was coming from. I didn't know if it was from the roof or wherever, but it was coming from that piece of property. And as we sat there on the stage and stood there watching Jason Aldean, and just to hear that sound and just know there's nothing we could do, and it was absolutely helpless because he could do anything he wanted to.
Well, we did hear from an eyewitness earlier who said that her husband actually saw the shots or the lightning flashes from the gun up in the Mandalay Bay.
I'm going to say a little. I'm going to contradict that just a little bit, because there was a strobe light halfway down on the 14th floor that was lit up for about 3 days of the festival. And as we walked across the street every night, I looked up and I saw this one random strobe light up in this 14th floor window. I'm like, who would just put a strobe light in a window? And I think a lot of people are signaling that as what they saw. I don't think that was it.
Okay, well, it doesn't, for our purposes, the important thing is that police found the shooter. However, they did locate him. They saw something from the 32nd floor of the hotel, but not, for them, what's important is that he is down and not hurting anyone else. Storme Warren, thank you. Thank you for your time, and we're glad to hear you're safe.
Yeah, thank you.